Okay, children. Today we are starting another activity, that is the water holding capacity of given sample of soil. For that, the material required is a measuring cylinder, a glass funnel, a beaker, filter paper, and the given sample of soil. So very first thing what we have to do is we have to take the measuring cylinder, we have to take a filter paper, round filter paper, turn it to half, two equal halves, then turn it to 4 folds, and now 3 folds towards one side and 1 fold this side. So one fold this side and 3 folds are this side. So this is how it will divide. Take a conical take a funnel and fix the filter paper in it, and then add a few drop of water so that it will stick to it. Okay, now we'll put it here. We'll add 30 gram of soil, which I weighed on an electric weighing machine. Okay, so I got 30 grams of soil here. What I can do is I can take 50, 100 or 100 ml. So I'll take 100 ml water. So you can see 100 ml. And you know, in case of water we are taking lower meniscus. So now it has got 100 ml water. What we have to do is we have to add the entire 100 ml water in it slowly and collect the remaining water, the filtered water. So the drop by drop water will come. As much water can be held by soil, that will remain on top, and the remaining added water will come down. So we added 100 ml water. Let us see 30 grams soil can absorb how much of water. How much of water is held by this 30 grams sample of soil. You have to be careful that the water should not spill off from any sides, or the filter paper should not tear, or you have to be very careful while taking readings even. Okay. Slowly and slowly let it go. Almost 50 ml water is used. Water holding capacity of the soil depends on many factors. It depends on the soil particles, the humus present in it, the microbes present in it, the gravel size and all. Okay, so the soil which we have got here, this soil is actually from the depth of the earth, where actually humus content was very less, so its water holding capacity should be less, but the soil particles are very fine. So when the particles are fine, the interparticulate space increases, so which even holds certain amount of water. Okay, you know that in water, in soil, water is available in the four different forms. One is the capillary water. Capillary water is that only water which is plant can easily absorb. Second is the underground water table, which goes very deep and that is generally not available to the plant. Third one is hygroscopic water, which is forming a thin film around the soil particle, which can also be not absorbed by the plant. And the fourth one is hygroscopic water. So that is, or rather we can say that is the chemical form of water, or bond form water. Bond form water is also not available by the plant. So the plant can make use of only and only form of water, which is salivary amylase, that is the only and only form of water which is available between the capillaries. So it is the capillary water, which is most abundantly or most commonly used by the plants. Okay? So the capillary water will remain in between the soil. The underground water table, that is the gravitational pull is pulling, and that water which is coming down is actually underground water. Okay, it will add to the underground water table. And the water which is forming a thin film around the water, that is around the soil particle, that is hygroscopic. So I have taken 100 ml, the entire 100 ml I have put in this, and now let us wait till the last drop of water comes out, and by the time I will bring pH paper so that we can find out the pH of the soil. Okay children, so now you can see that no more water is falling, and now it's a time of observation. So we have to see that how much water is collected. Okay, so you can see the reading. I'll keep it to the meniscus level, so you can see the reading. The reading is, see, starting from bottom, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. And it's around 76 ml water is being collected. Okay, so we have added 100 ml water and 76 milliliter water is come back. So now we'll put it in the formula and we'll find out the water holding capacity of this given sample of soil. Okay, that means 25 milliliter water is being absorbed by the 30 gram soil. So that's quite a high amount of thing. Okay, that's all. And how the soil calculation has to be done, that I'll show in the later.
Okay, to calculate the water holding capacity of given sample of soil, following calculation has to be done. Mass of the soil taken 30 grams. The amount of water taken in the beaker is 100 milliliter. The amount of the water collected back in the jar after filtration is 76 milliliter. So the amount of water retained by the soil sample is Y minus Z, that is 100 by 100 milliliter minus 76 milliliter, that is 24 milliliter. So the formula is Y minus Z upon X into 100. So Y minus Z we got is 24 milliliter and X is 30 grams. So putting the value in the formula here, we can see that 24 into 100 upon 30. So 0 to 0 cancel, and 24 divided by 3 is 8. So it is 80%. So the water holding capacity of given sample, which sample we have got, it is 80%. Now This is one single sample we have taken. In the examination, you may be given two different samples of the soil and you may be asked to compare the water holding capacity of the two samples, or it may be one. It depends on the examiner. Thank you, children. This is how you have to do it.